The Chainsmokers featuring Daya Don't Let Me Down playing on WiLD 102. Two women in Philadelphia were out for a walk when suddenly a fish fell from the sky and struck one of the women in the face. What happened was a bird had caught a catfish, was up in the tree when it lost grip of the fish and dropped it on the woman's head. We'll file that away under things you never think will ever happen to you. Elvis Costello and the Attraction, Accidents Will Happen on WiLD 102. Brand new music from Bon Jovi titled This House Is Not For Sale playing on WiLD 102. An Illinois man is hoping to break a world record and land himself in the Guinness Book of World Records. He says he wants to do so because he wants to have his legacy live on. He was quoted saying, "My grandkids, great-grandkids, someday they'll bring out the book and take it to school and they will say, 'This is my great-great-grandpa that built this thing.'" What did he build? A 100-foot-long teeter-totter that sends people 50 feet in the air. If you are terrified of heights, this is not the teeter-totter for you. Would you take a ride on this thing? Guinness will let the man know in about 8 weeks whether or not he broke a world record. Playing now on WiLD 102 is R. Kelly, World's Greatest. You're listening to Good Local Radio. Ben Richter, brand new, playing on WiLD 102. Have you ever had a pet goldfish? I've had several. I've never been very good at keeping them alive very long, but they're a relatively cheap pet. A woman in Australia just shelled out hundreds of dollars to save her pet goldfish after the fish accidentally swallowed a pebble and began to choke. The entire ordeal cost her $376. Pet Shop Boys, always on my mind, playing now on WiLD 102. You're listening to Good Local Radio. I had a request for Ghostbusters on WiLD 102. The latest season of Dancing with the Stars kicked off last night, and I love dance. I love all shows revolving around dance, so I'm a huge fan. I'll be tuning in this season. Well, Olympic U.S. swimmer Ryan Lochte is one of the stars this season. He's paired with professional dancer Cheryl Burke, and after his performance, while the judges were giving their critiques, two audience members rushed onto the stage in protest. They were cuffed and taken away, I guess. We'll see how the rest of the season goes. Shut Up and Dance on WiLD 102. Brand new music titled American Dream by Roso's own Gabby June on WiLD 102. Country singer Chris Stapleton performed at Lou Fest last Saturday in St. Louis. He was greeted with a statue constructed entirely of bacon. Fans were given the opportunity to guess how many strips it took to create. According to the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, it took anywhere from 200 to 2,000. Any way you can narrow that down for us. Whichever fan guessed correctly won a year's worth of free farmland bacon. Playing now, Chris Stapleton, What Are You Listening To on WiLD 102.